Well, it's time for our Pet of the Week, and our vet is here to answer your questions. We welcome back Dr. Paul Welch from Forest Trails Animal Hospital. He has Chigger with him today. Yeah. Chigger looks like a mix of several dogs here.
Yes.
He's
we
cute.
Start with Dachshund and go from there.
Yeah, he does look like a Dachshund, and he's a cute one. Well, if you want to adopt him, call the Animal Rescue Foundation at 622-5962. Or visit their ARF house at La Fortune Park during the hours on your screen. You can also visit newson6.com/pets for other pets who need to be adopted. We have every week, of course, our pet questions, so let's get started. The first one is from Sue Wagner. She says, I have a dog that we try giving pills and she spits them out. No matter how hard we try to hide it in something, she finds it and spits it out. How can we get her to take anything? This is a common problem, I think.
It is, and sometimes you can, add them in, use like pill pockets or some of the little tasty things you can wrap around people food and things like this. The other thing that you can do is you can have a lot of medications formulated into liquids and are compounded. Safa Pharmacy does that, Apothecary Shop, several of the Walgreens. I mean, a lot of the pharmacies do that, do what they call compounding. They can take tablets and turn them into liquids. And you can always check with your veterinarian. And the big thing for the vet is let the vet know that you're having a hard time with this, because it doesn't do us any good to say, please give this, and then find out that you're not able to give it. So check, but you can have things compounded into liquids, and that works very, very well.
And can you grind some of those pills up?
Yeah, a lot of these guys, you can just, if you've got a pill crusher or something like this, right, you can just crush the pill and add it to a little bit. My favorite is, you get a little piece of bread and put peanut butter on and the pill, and use crunchy peanut butter because they can't tell that the pill's not a nut, and fold it over, hand them the sandwich, and sometimes that works.
Well, our second question. We recently added a puppy to our household. Our adult dog keeps eating the puppy dog food. Is this healthy? Okay, the older dog figured out that the puppy food tastes better than the older dog food.
This is real common. What you run into is grass is always greener on the other side. So the older dog finds the puppy food tastes good, and the puppy's getting a lot of attention, so they want the puppy food. Then you'll find the puppy eventually is going to want the older dog food, because we want what the bigger kids get. What I usually do is, if the older dog is just a year or two old, sometimes you can even put, you can put some puppy food in his bowl too, and you'll be fine that way. It's the biggest situation you get with the puppy food is it's just a higher calorie, so you get a heavy dog. But it's not a big problem. But what I would do is try to separate the two. But if you need to sprinkle a few little puppy food particles on top of the big dog's food, go ahead and do that. After a year, you're back to normal again, so you're going to be okay.
Third question. I recently got a pet parrot, but he seems very anxious and hyper. Is there a way to make him more tame?
Okay, this is one I spend 30-minute exams on people visiting with about this one.
Right.
The big thing about the parrots is these are not dogs and cats. They're birds have a tendency to be sometimes very, very nervous depending on the bird. And you do want to do your research. Different types of birds have different personalities, just like different types of dogs have different personalities. So you really, really want to do your research first. If you do have one that's very, very nervous, one thing you do want to do is go very slowly with the bird. It's not going to be your best friend in 2 days. Quite often it takes weeks. You can quite often put a towel or a blanket over the cage and give it kind of a little cave type thing where it's not so insecure. Move it to a corner in the room or someplace where it's not as active and busy, because they do get scared that way. Okay. But like I say, you may need to talk to your veterinarian about that and really work out something.
Okay, Dr. Paul Welch, thanks for being here. You can email us your questions at noonshow@newson6.net. Thanks again for being here. We'll be right back after the break.